born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me this Thursday morning, September 8th, 2022. I am honored for you to spend some time with me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become financially independent and become a successful currency day trader. We do that by teaching you how to trade using our long-time tested, highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And our mission here, or my goal is one, to teach you a little bit about one of the signals of the dozen different signals that we have, and then also to kind of give you evidence as to how well the tools work once you know how to use them. So with that, let us get going. We need to listen to this guy first.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we have the mechanisms in place that help you become successful. And we do many of these live trades every day. And here you can see a schedule of the live trades. In the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, we do a 30-minute scalp trade. Later in the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, we do a long-term trade where he is typically going for 30-plus pips. And then later in the evening at 10 p.m., we are trading the Australian market because it is morning in Australia. There's also additional paid session. And like any good athlete or performer, we are constantly training. Every week there's training sessions on Wednesday evening and also on Saturday morning, in addition to the one-on-one coaching that you get. So it is about continuous improvement, refining your skill. And because you eventually will be trading company funds, we don't want you to lose the money. So by having this kind of focus and background, you're getting feedback and you're having accountability in terms of getting to the place that you want to be. So I trade off of a checklist. That checklist helps me stay focused. So every morning I start by turning on and turning off my green chart, or turning off and turning on my green chart to reset the memory so it doesn't lag. I recommend that you do that. It is good to, at the end of every day, I like to take a look at what I've done. that day, specifically what didn't, the trades that didn't go the way I wanted to, and see what was wrong with my read of them. Sometimes I've done, you do everything right and it still goes against you. But sometimes you do things that you're not supposed to do. It's good to review that, make the correction and adjustment so that you're trading at kind of your optimal level. As we are price action traders, our tools are very good at predicting where the market is going to be going. One of the things that impacts currency is news. We want to know what that news is, and so that we can trade around it. And we are going to figure out what that news is by going to the Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories: low impact, which is yellow, medium impact, which is orange, and high impact, which is red. And I like to trade around the high impact items. And by trading around high impact items, I mean I do not want to be holding a pair that has a news announcement coming 2 hours beforehand. I just want to be out of it. I found that sometimes the news and these announcements gets leaked a little bit before, and you start to see a creep in the price because of the leak in the news. Our indicators can't pick that up, so to avoid it, I just get out of it and or try to stay out of it, and we'll look to get back in maybe 30 minutes after. 45 minutes after. So this morning we've got 2 news events on the euro. So that is within the 2-hour window here. And then also at 9 a.m. Fed Chairman Powell speaks. And when he speaks, he has the ability to move the market. So both the euro and the dollar, which kind of takes a lot off the table this morning. We will not speak, and I'm guessing he's going to be talking about inflation and what the Fed is going to be doing to tame it back, which will probably mean a rise in interest rates. So we're going to be limited this morning. So with that, let's get going. The trade I am going to show you is something called the 10-point signal, which basically we're trying to get all the lines to line up a certain way. And when they do, we've got the setup for a good trade. Unlike, say, the trade that gets initially shown during the trial, where it's on a 5-minute and 1-minute chart, I am trading off of a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, the number of pips available is between 5 and 35 pips. And I look for a trade to close anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. And if I can do 2 or 3 of those a day, I am doing very well. But the key is to wait for my setup, and then once I see the setup, take it, do my analysis, do my homework, take it and let it do its thing. So even though we're not going to trade on the euro or USD this morning, I'm still going to, because part of this is a teaching moment, I'm going to do my analysis to see what we see, and then even though we're not going to take the trade. This chart, the light 6 major that I am using, is one of the standard charts. I like to call it a composite chart because it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour chart. On the 10-point signal, I am starting with the middle section here, the majors and minors. Red and green line are the major indicators, black and gray are the minor indicators. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So when the lines are down here, the market's oversold. When the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. And likewise, when the lines are up above the blue, market's overbought. When the market's overbought, that should be a good time to sell. And specifically, what I'm looking for is that I'm looking for the lines to go when we're oversold to be pointing up, which they are, and to have what's called a double cross, which we have, where the green line is crossed over the red and the gray line is crossed over the black. So I have 3 points here. Point number 1 is we were oversold. Point number 2, all the lines are pointing up. Point number 3, I've got both lines are crossed over. The green line's crossed over the red. The gray line's crossed over the black. Those are the 3 rules. I also kind of pay attention as to what the slope of the line, the green line is. And here we're right a little bit above 45 degrees. Above 45 is good. Below 45, not as good, but not necessarily tragic. So when I get 3 points here, I jump up. Here. And count how many of the lines are consistent with the signal I am seeing here. And the 2 orange lines are going up, the thick orange and the thin orange. So that's 2 points. And dotted blue is coming down. The blue lines are inversely related. So that what that means is basically when the blue line's going down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I need a minimum of 3 out of the 4 from the TNTs. When I have 3 of the 4, then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I am looking for the lines to be going up or the green line to be on top. And actually, I have this is not quite the green line is on top. The red line is just about to cross over, which isn't good. The green line is horizontal to me versus going up. If the green line was going up, that would be an okay signal, but it to me, it looks like it's going horizontal. I want it to actually be going up with the green line on top. Green line is kind of on top, but it looks like the red line's about to cross over. So if we considered this a point, then I would go to the next part of the analysis, which is to confirm it. I am not going to confirm it because it's borderline, but just so that we've gone through the analysis. Here on the Euro USD, we are overbought. I think we're just about break even on last night's trade. Given where we are, I'm going to hold the trade, believing that we're going to be able to get out of it in probably the next, hopefully, hour. If you'd like, once you're at break even, if you want to just close the trade so that you are not trading into that into the news, feel free to go ahead and close the trade. I'll probably make that decision after we get off this call. So since we're overbought and going up, I'm going to pass. Pound USD, we are just reaching the overbought mark, so I am going to pass. Now, can I get 10 points, 10 pips from here? Yes, I can. But as part of my trade plan, I want to eliminate as many of the variables that cause the trade not to go the way I want it to go. So I want to catch when we get the double cross down here versus while we're going up here. Now notice the steepness of the lines here versus the steepness of the lines here. These are nice and steep lines. So we've gone from less steep to more steep. We had the crossover right here, and then we got this kink in the line, and that was good for 21 pips. Now, if I see this if you've been following my trading, I trade primarily the euro dollar. If I see this on the euro dollar, I sometimes might take a trade, because now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at the 2 hour and the 4 hour chart, and see what they're doing. And if the 2 hour chart is just entering the channel, and this one is like almost all the way through the 1 hour is almost through the channel, but the 2 hour is just entering the channel, I may take it. But that's kind of an exception. Here, I'm teaching the base of the base of the signal. Now, since I don't principally trade the pound dollar, I want my signal. I want to see it. I want to catch it here and ride it up through the channel. U.S. Canadian dollar. Actually, I like this signal. It's just touching the halfway line. The green line is, the green line is what I use to kind of determine whether the trade has gone too far or the signal's gone too far. So I will consider a trade up to the halfway mark. We were overbought. Everybody's coming down. I have the double cross. So that's 3 points. Plus I have the steepness. This steepness is much greater than 45 degrees. It's almost maybe 80 degrees going down. The 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue coming up. So 3 here, and I got everybody going down. I got down pressure. Green's on top, but that's okay. I got the down pressure. So again, I've got 7 points. This is a nice signal. Problem is, we're not going to take it because we've got that news coming up. But nice signal. Dollar Swiss franc oversold. Miners have started to turn. Majors no. USD yen. We're in the channel more than halfway. Yeah, more than halfway, so I'm going to pass. Now, what I've done is I've cloned this light 6 major and then just have dropped in other currency pairs. These are non-US based pairs. Again, the euro pound, we are almost approaching oversold. So nothing there. Australian dollar yen. We've got a mixed signal, majors going up, minors going down. I want everybody in agreement. Probably wouldn't trade this now because it is entering evening time in both of these markets. Euro Canadian dollar. Overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are still sideways. We don't have quite the double cross there yet. So nothing there. Australian, New Zealand dollar, mixed signal. Minors still going down. Majors going sideways. Pound yen, just reaching overbought. Majors still going up. Minors have started to turn. Euro Australian dollar. It is very similar to the Euro CAD that we were just looking at. Overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are starting to turn, but not quite there. So don't like it enough. If I don't see what I want here, I'm just going on to the next one. So let's go to our next group. Canadian dollar yen. Mixed signal. Majors going up, minors going down, and we're in the middle of the channel. Euro New Zealand dollar, overbought. Everybody's going down. We do have the double cross, but I don't like the slope of the line. Plus, we've got the news item on the euro. 2 oranges going down, dotted blue going up. And I don't have the pressure with us here. We have up pressure with green on top. Now, one of the things I generally like, but in this case, it's not enough. If you notice, there's a kink in the line right here. I like it when we go from less steep to more steep. So the kink in the line is coming down a little steeper, but this slope here is still a little less than 45 degrees. So when I say 45 degrees, if you think of it like this is less than 45 degrees. This is more than 45 degrees. Pound New Zealand dollar overbought, everybody going up. New Zealand dollar yen, we're a little bit more than halfway into the channel. And we don't have agreement. Minors are going down, majors are going up. New Zealand dollar USD, this isn't a bad signal. Oversold, everybody's going up. Good steepness on the line. Two oranges going down, dotted blue going. Two oranges going up, dotted blue going down. So I got 3 of the 4 here, and I've got up pressure again. So this is nice, but because it's USD, we're going to pass. Euro, Swiss franc. Oversold, and we don't have agreement. Minors are going down, majors are going up. So let's go to our next grouping. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We're oversold. Minors are going up. Majors haven't quite committed yet. They're still sideways, so nothing there. Swiss franc, yen, overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are going up. This signal here on the majors, I call this the duck bill. Like this is a duck's head. And here's his bill, and you could put his eye here. Usually when you see this, that means there's a little bit more up in the movement. There's more up in the movement. So I generally won't take a buy off of it, but if I have an open trade, I may leave it open to try to get a few more pips when I see this. Here we've got a little bit of a duck bill too, but it's he's not going up. Euro, yen, so we're going to pass, and we don't have the double cross. Australian dollar, pound Australian dollar, overbought, everybody's going up. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. All right, we've got oversold, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, so I've got 3 points here. We're right about 45 degrees, so that's okay. We're going in, it's nighttime in New Zealand, but it's lunchtime in Switzerland, so that's okay. 2 orange lines are going up. Dotted blue is coming down, so 3 points here. I've got down pressure with the red line on top. So I do not have a point with the pressure. I want points with all 3 sections. Each of these sections is measuring something different. And the more I can use all of those different elements, and when they're in agreement, that gives me the highest probability of a trade doing what I want. And that's what I want to get. And I only need 2 or 3 of those a day. But right now, the signal isn't ready yet. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up. I have the double cross. Not crazy about the steepness on the green line. To me, it looks like it's a little bit less than 45 degrees. 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down. So again, 3 points here, but I don't have the pressure. So without the pressure, we're going to pass. So we've just done 24 charts looking for my setup. I don't see it. Now, one of the nice things is we have multiple signals that we trade from. So I am now going to use a different signal. This signal doesn't quite require as much work. It's a little scalp, kind of like on the 5-minute trade that we show you. And I take it off of a 1-hour chart, and I want to do it when there is less than 5 minutes remaining to the top of the hour, which we are. We're at 4:50. We got a little over 4 minutes. And what I am looking for is I want to see what this number is. It's called the thick orange line chart. And this number tells me what the position of the thick orange line number is. And when this number is as high as it can go, it is at 0, no, excuse me, at 10. And when it is at as low as it can go, it is at 0. So when it is at 10, it is telling me that there is no more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, good time to sell. If it's a good time to sell, I want, so it's a good time to sell. However, I don't want to just trade on one piece of information. I want something that confirms that, okay, yeah, we've maxed out. The market's overbought and it's about to come down. And what I'm going to do that is I am going to look to see where the majors and minors are. And if the majors and minors are well overbought, as they are here, where this red line is well above the blue, that is telling me that, hey, we're overbought. It's about to go down. You'll notice if we had taken the trade, it was at 10 an hour ago, but the lines were here. The red line was just touching the blue. Now it's extended well beyond the blue. We can get a little 5-pip trade when the candle changes. So let's go ahead and take a 5-pip sell on the euro, on the pound Australian dollar. You can do that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, we're going to open up the tab that says pound Australian dollar, and I don't see that open, so I am going to open it. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to go down to this third grouping because I'm guessing he's tucked in here. Pound Australian dollar, pound yen. Oh, come on. Pound Australian dollar right here. So I'm going to open up that chart. I'm going to put it back to a 1 hour. This is a 5-pip trade. It's right about 90% of the time. But take a look at where our spread is. It's 20 to or 19 to 22. So that's a 3-pip spread. A 3-pip spread is huge. We're not going to take a 3-pip trade, a 5-pip trade, and pay 3 pips. That means we're only getting 2 pips. So for the amount of risk, it's not worth it to pay 3. Now, if it was just a point or two, a couple points, so say if we go back to the Euro USD, this is 11.7 versus 11.9. See how it's just 1 point. It's the 5th digit is off by is a pip or two, is a point or two. Here, it's the 4th digit and it's 3. So I'm not going to pay that much to take this trade, but this is a good setup. It's going to be worth 5 pips when it changes. Let's see if we get anything else. So I'm looking for either 0 or 10. Or within 1 point of either. So I've got not here, not here, not here. Let's go to the next group. No. I'm going to go fast here. Yes, and yes. And the pound New Zealand dollar is going to have a huge spread too. Pound. I don't have that open. Let's open it. File, New Chart. Forex pound. Oh, come on. pound New Zealand dollar right there. And that spreads 8 pips. So you're not going to pay 8 pips to take a 5 pip spread, to take a 5 pip trade. So no, nothing there. Let's go to the next one. And all right, so we've missed the hour. You know what? We can go back and see real quick. No. So what I've done is I pulled the chart back to the top of the previous hour. You can take this a minute or two into the next hour. So I'm just saying if we have the setup, we don't have it here. So let's take a look here. And this is expected to close within an hour. So no. Yes, that's within. That is within. And this is oversold. Let's see what it is now. The only thing I'm thinking about is when we take this, I like it to go from oversold, overbought to oversold. This got halfway before it switched. So we've got it here. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and let's see what the spread is. USD CHF. USD CHF. I don't think I've got that open. New chart. USD CHF. Let's go ahead and take 5 pips. There's $7,500 in here. This is a demo account, so I am going to go new order. My lot size is going to be 0.76. I'm just going to round this up. I'm moving the decimal place over 4. I'm going to take a buy. We're already starting to miss it. Then once it's recorded, I'm going to right-click on it, go to modify or close. It's worth 5 pips, so I'm going to put in 50 here. 50 points is 5 pips. I click the little blue line. It does the math for me. We're going to use a 4-to-1 on this. So if I'm going for 5 pips, 20 pip stop loss, right-click. And the only thing I want to do is I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I got in at 0.9734. So I'm going to go to 0.9739. So I'm going to increase this to get my full 5 pips, 9, 6. And then click modify. It adjusts. And then I'd like to make sure that I see everything's on there. So we took a 5 pip trade using the thick orange line signal on the USD Swiss franc. The take profit is 0.97396, 0.97396, with the stop loss of 0.97142, 0.97412. You can see that the spread here is it's like three points. So that's okay. And I expect this to close within the next hour, next little bit here. Again, thank you for joining me. We are here to help. I'm again very honored that you take time out of your day to be here and learn. That tells me that you want to you're serious about this and you want to get good at it, and we can work with that and make that happen. All right, so we will see you Monday evening at 6:30. If you have any questions, reach out to your coach or schedule some time with me. You can schedule time with me at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Thanks so much, and we will see you on See you on Monday. Bye-bye.